Right, so what we're looking at is blood part 2. So components of blood have different functions. Complete the table by giving the missing information. So the component is a red blood cell. What does it do? It helps carry oxygen. And what's the molecule called? Hemoglobin. Right, what engulfs bacteria? Remember, there's two types of white blood cell. Lymphocyte and a phagocyte. Lymphocyte and phagocyte the one that engulfs the bacteria is the phagocyte. Platelets, they help clot blood. Transport vitamins and minerals. The plasma, the watery part, the plasma does that. Okay. When a person is vaccinated, the immune system produces memory cells. Describe the role of memory cells. So what you do is, so the memory cells, what they do is they remain in the blood for a long time or a lifetime. And when the same pathogen invades or enters the body, the memory cells recognize it and they produce lots of, what do they produce? Lots of antibodies and quickly. They produce them, there are lots of them and quickly, to help kill off the pathogen. This is called the secondary immune response. So that's what you basically have. What we could do is put in here the memory cell, they recognize the pathogen or the antigen. So remember what we said, there's a bacteria, no, there's a pathogen. It's got a little marker on it, and that marker is called the antigen. And the memory cells, that's a memory cell, lymphocyte, it produces something called an antibody. There you go. Right, let's move on. Right, complete. These are some cells. The egg cell. Right, egg cells have 23 chromosomes. They are called haploid. Red blood cells do not have a nucleus. White blood cells have 23 pairs, which is 46, and they are called diploid. And why do red blood cells not have a nucleus? Is because there's more room for What is it called? Hemoglobin. Or hemoglobin. So that means that there's more oxygen carrying ability, more ability, more room, more capacity to carry or transport oxygen. Okay. Some cells divide by mitosis, others divide by meiosis. So mitosis. This is my toe. My toe is a body part. So body cells divide by a process called mitosis. So this is for body cells. Right. The other one is meiosis, and that will be for sex cells, or they call them gametes. Those are and these are soma cells, body cells. Mitosis is used in the process of growth. Give two other processes that use mitosis. It's the repair of cells that are damaged, like for example on the skin, and asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. So, yeah, okay, let's move on. Describe how the chromosomes of a human hair cell produced by meiosis, human cell produced by meiosis different from the chromosomes of a human cell produced by mitosis. Right. So in mitosis, you have 46 chromosomes, and the cells produced are genetically identical. Name the male part of a flowering plant where the cells divide by meiosis. Anther, or they'll allow stamen. Okay, let's go. Right, so we've got human blood cells. Human blood contains red blood cells and white blood cells. Different situations cause changes in the number of these blood cells. So if you've got a poor diet, red blood cells decrease. If you live at high altitude, they increase. If you're receiving therapy for cancer, they both decrease. Right. Where's the question? Okay, there's no question. Okay, so suggest why athletes often live at high altitudes before competing in a long distance race. The reason is the number of red blood cells increases at high altitude. Because there is less oxygen. So your body adjusts. So when the athlete uh, returns to low altitude, the red blood cells help transport more oxygen for aerobic respiration. Now, what's the opposite to aerobic respiration? Aerobic. That means with oxygen, which is good because it releases energy. And then you have anaerobic respiration. Right. Let's keep going. Explain how the number of white blood cells during therapy could be a risk to a patient. So what happens is during therapy, white blood cells die. So if a pathogen enters the body, the lymphocytes cannot produce enough antibodies which will lead to infection and maybe death. Also, phagocyte will not be able to engulf and digest and kill the pathogens. Right, okay, that's the answer. Right, you've got the heart here, so blood comes up here out of the aorta, half of it goes up, half of it goes down, goes to the liver, intestines, and this here is the only vein that does not go to the heart. It goes to the liver. It's called the hepatic. When you use the word hepa, it's to do with the liver. Remember what we said about kidney? It's renal. Lungs was pulmonary. And the heart was cardio. Right. Okay, that's what's going on. So what's the question? Hepatic portal vein. Hepatic vein was J. No, hepatic portal vein. No, that's hepatic vein is K. Sorry. That's the hepatic portal vein. So what are we? K M. So hepatic vein is K. pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. So where's the lungs? So this here, where are we? Yeah, okay. So the blood, let me use this. The blood is coming out of the heart, going across here. So this is the one that's leaving the heart. So that is there is the pulmonary artery. So it's M. So that is M. Renal artery. Renal, we said, is kidney. So renal artery is the blood away from the heart towards the organ. It's F. Yep, that's the one. F. Got it. Let's write that down. F. And vena cava or vena cava. Right, that's the one that comes. Where's the heart there? So blood. Where are we? It's see it. So that's leaving. That's leaving. Where is it entering? So lungs comes into there from there, and that's the aorta. So where is it? All right. Okay. It's here. So it's difficult to see. There it is. Trying to figure that one out. So what's happening is, look, blood's coming in from the head. It's coming in from the lower body, and it's going into this chamber here, and that is the right atrium. Okay, fair enough. So that is NL. Okay. So it's N or L. N and L or L. Okay. Now this is a tricky one, this question actually. It trips me up so many times. Which blood vessel contains the blood with the highest oxygen? It's the one that's bringing blood back to the heart from the lungs. So it's the pulmonary pulmonary vein. Which blood carries blood at highest pressure? Is the aorta as it leaves the heart, because it has to be pumped up the body and down the body, so all over the body. Which blood vessel is an artery that carries blood with the highest concentration of CO2? Right, it's an artery CO2, so it will be a pulmonary artery. What it is just BCM. So they want the letters B, C, and M. Okay, that works out fair enough. Right, scientists have developed synthetic material that can be used to replace damaged arteries. Two properties. So it has to be able to withstand pressure. So it should be able to withstand pressure, high pressure. It should be able to. It should be elastic. So when it expands, it comes back to return to its original shape. Right, okay. You've got to make sure it doesn't cause any immune response. So the body doesn't start attacking it, and it doesn't cause blood clots, because normally implants do cause blood clots, doesn't cause blood clots. Right. Explain how vaccination can protect people from the West Nile virus. So, okay, what happens when you get vaccinated? So, vaccination involves injecting. What do you inject? A dead or attenuated dead virus into the body. So what happens? The blood, the white blood cells produce antibodies and also memory cells that stay in the blood. In the blood. What happens? So the next time the real pathogen enters the body, the memory cells, what do? They produce lots of antibodies and quickly to kill off the pathogen, kill off the pathogen. Now, this is called what? This is called the secondary immune response. There you go. Right. So here's the diagram of the fetus inside the uterus of its mother. Part A, that is the fetus. B, where's B? That's the uterus. And C is the amniotic fluid. And D, if they ask for it, is the umbilical cord. Right, okay. So what's the role? It provides nutrients. It provides nutrients to the fetus and takes away and removes waste. So for example, urea and CO2, etc. Okay. Right. Hey. Calculate the difference in blood flow per kilogram. Right, blood flow per kilogram of the uterus in centimeter cubes per minute. Per minute? Right, so they want it per day. So, okay, the difference. So what you do is you do 16.6 times 60, that'll give you an hour, times 24. And then you take away 2 times 60 times 24. And that's the difference of blood flow per day. So let's have a quick look at that. Right, so what you've got is, when you do that, you end up with 21,024 centimeter cubed per day, and that would go here. Okay, so what are the advantages of increasing the blood flow to the uterus of a pregnant sheep? First of all, you have increased levels of oxygen for aerobic respiration. Right. Which is used for what? Which is used for growth and repair. In the pregnancy pill before growth, right? You get more nutrients, leading to better growth. You've got removal of CO2, which is a waste product. You've got removal of CO2, you've got removal of urea, which is a waste product from cell respiration. For the uterus, I wonder if the uterus... Right, you might do. I'll have to look that one up. Right, I think that's... Okay, what they also want you to do is name a few minerals. So for example, you'll get amino acids for cell growth for nucleuses or nuclei. You might get, just say for example, calcium to help with bone growth. Bone growth. So they wanted that in as well, which is fair enough because it's a 4 marker. Right. Oh, that's it, done. So that is this is blood. Okay. Right, there was other questions in because I just cut and paste the whole page, which is fair enough. So we can call it quits there.